I am excited to talk to you today about Broken Things by Lauren Oliver. This is a mystery book, a mystery psychological thriller. Really fantastic book. I want to start by first reading you the beginning because it's so amazing. I want to read you the whole first chapter because it's only 2 pages, but I'll try not to because I want this video to be short. But you have one of the best beginnings of any book I've read. Bryn, now. 5 years ago, when I turned 13, I killed my best friend. I chased her down and cracked her head with a rock. Then I dragged her body out in the woods and into a field and arranged it in a circle of stones I placed there with my other friend Mia. Then we knifed her twice in the throat and 5 times in the chest. Mia was planning to douse her body with gasoline and light her on fire, but something went wrong and we bolted instead. Here's how everyone knew we were guilty. We had described the crime, more or less, in a fanfic sequel to the book we were all obsessed with, The Way into Lovelorn. Afterward, Mia and I split up. She went home, spent the evening conked out in front of the TV without even bothering to clean up the gasoline that had soaked her jean shorts. I was more careful. I did a load of laundry, hauling ass to the local Bubble and Spin since we didn't have a machine at my house. The police were still able to extract samples of blood from my t-shirt. Not Summer's, but a bit of animal blood, since we had previously practiced on knifing a cat in a ritual, which was also found in the field. Owen Waldman, Summer's kind of maybe boyfriend, disappeared after the murder and didn't return for 24 hours. At which point he claimed he didn't know anything about it. He never said where he'd gone. He was lying, obviously. He was the one who orchestrated the whole thing. He was jealous because Summer had been hanging out with older boys, like Jake Ginsky, who was on the high school football team. That was the year Summer started growing up, leaving the rest of us behind and changing the rules. Maybe we were all a little jealous of her. How could you not read it with a beginning like that? So the book is set a few years after this murder. I think maybe like 6 or 7 years after the murder, and it's narrated alternating between 2 of the girls, Bryn and Mia, who are the ones who killed their best friend, Summer. And it kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember the story of the Slender Man, where this group of girls got obsessed with this fanfic icon called Slender Man and ended up hurting one of their other friends. Totally reminds me of that. If you don't know that story, there's an awesome documentary about it. Anyways, it's set in the future after the murder and it alternates between them, and we kind of like slowly chapter by chapter get like an insight onto like what really happened that night, and it totally like strings you along the whole time, making you wait for it. So good. Totally pick up Broken Things and at least read the rest of this beginning chapter because it's amazing. How could you not?